It's June, summer's officially here at Disneyland, and there's a lot of important updates you need to know before your visit. From new summer experiences we expected, to some newly announced fun surprises. Here's everything that's happening at Disneyland Resort this month. Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Undercover Tourist, and we're gonna get started with some refurbishments and closures because there's still a few important ones happening this month. Over at Disneyland Park, Pirates of the Caribbean remains closed for refurbishment with no reopening date announced just yet. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters is also still closed as Imagineering continues the work on that attraction. Meanwhile, over at Disney California Adventure, Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind remains closed for refurbishment, and Silly Symphony Swings is also still unavailable for guests. And very importantly, June 30th is officially the last day to experience Soarin' over California, as Soarin' Across America lifts off on July 2nd to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. As always, refurbishments and closures can change at any time, so be sure to check out our Disneyland Closures and Refurbishments guide before your trip so you know exactly what's open during your visit. Now, let's talk about everything happening around the resort in June, because summer's really starting to arrive at Disneyland Resort. Starting over at Disney California Adventure, rope drop procedures have recently changed for Radiator Springs Racers. Guests are now allowed to line up inside Cars Land near the attraction before official park opening, which is a pretty major change if you're trying to ride with a shorter wait first thing in the morning. Pride Month celebrations are also happening throughout Disneyland Resort in June, including special themed treats, merchandise, decor, and the return of Pride Night on select evenings. On those nights, Disneyland Park will close early at 8 p.m. for this separately ticketed event, so that's definitely something to keep in mind while planning your park days. On June 19th, head to the Downtown Disney stage for Disney on the Yard Yard Fest, powered by Celebrate Soulfully. This community event returns to Downtown Disney District for its second year, and during the day, join a celebration of the spirit of traditions that may be found at historically black colleges and universities, along with drum majors and drum major Mickey Mouse accompanied by a drum line. The Disneyland Resort's 70th anniversary celebration also continues this month with special entertainment, decor, themed food, merchandise, and nighttime offerings throughout the resort. And if you missed some of the major Star Wars additions that recently arrived at Galaxy's Edge, guests can now encounter characters from multiple eras of the Star Wars universe throughout Batuu, including appearances from Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Leia, Han Solo, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Ahsoka Tano, and more. And speaking of The Mandalorian and Grogu, Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run received a pretty major update last month with an all-new mission featuring the duo. The attraction now takes guests to several brand new locations throughout the galaxy, including recognizable planets and environments pulled directly from Star Wars stories and upcoming projects. One of the biggest changes happens with the engineer role. This is where guests can now interact directly with Grogu throughout the mission and even help determine where you'll be traveling to during the experience. It adds a lot more interactivity and makes the attraction feel noticeably different from the original version. Plus, you get rewritability because you might get a different mission each time. And continuing, lots more officially opened on May 22nd, kicking off summertime that guests can continue to enjoy in June. Over at Disney California Adventure, a new Disney Friends dance party debuted inside the Disney Theater in Hollywoodland. This experience will bring music, characters, and interactive fun geared toward younger guests and families. Pixar shorts also returned to Tomorrowland Theater, and at Disneyland, Stitch's Interplanetary Beach Party Blast returned, as did the adorable BDX droids in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. An all-new Youngling Saber Building Expo debuted, giving kids a free building experience, where you can sign up in the app, plus grab Bina's Guide to the Creatures of Batuu from the Creatures stall. And all around the resort, a brand new activity booklet is available, the new Mickey's Park Rangers activity booklet, giving families an incredible activity to complete during your visit. Also, construction walls have gone up near the future Coco ride location with pictures of Miguel and Dante. We are very excited to see active updates happening for this future attraction. For families visiting this month, there's a special Father's Day brunch happening at Plaza Inn on June 20th and June 21st. This festive character dining experience includes additional menu offerings, a family photo opportunity with the classic dad himself Goofy and his son Max in their Hawaiian outfits, and appearances from additional Disney characters throughout the brunch. As for other events, grad nights continue throughout June, which can definitely impact crowds and park hours. Over at Disney California Adventure, they'll close early at 9 p.m. on the select grad night dates, and you'll likely notice larger groups of graduating seniors in the parks throughout the first half of the month. And depending on timing, we may also see additional summer entertainment or limited time family activities announced throughout June, including possible updates involving Mickey's Park Rangers. If you want to stay up to date on these announcements, be sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. Now, let's talk about food and merchandise, because summer flavors are starting to arrive all around the resort. You can enjoy all new patriotic themed snacks and desserts as they begin to appear ahead of summer celebrations. There's also a lot of Star Wars themed food, novelties, popcorn buckets, and sippers continuing around Galaxy's Edge and Tomorrowland following the recent Star Wars celebrations. Docking Bay 7 has some delicious new menu items to try. You too can now enjoy the blue Grogu cookies. These macaron cookies are dipped in white chocolate and filled with pineapple cream. The Bounty Bun with spiced beef and pork has sauteed blue onions. To us, it tastes like seasoned meatballs from the Mediterranean areas. The Sherbet Valley Green Salad has quinoa, veggies, mini peppers, and olives with the cilantro dressing. It's a really tasty salad if you're looking for a more healthy choice in the parks. You can get it plant-based or with chicken. The Adelphi Cheesy Noodles with fried chicken tip-yip comes with pancetta, breadcrumbs, and a spicy chili sauce. We tried the youngling version, perfect for your tadpoles. And if you want to cool off with a refreshing drink, we definitely recommend the New Orleans Mint Julep Float. It has mango sorbet in it and it makes for a perfect sweet treat and drink. Over at Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar, the popular mixology seminar classes have officially returned, giving guests the opportunity to learn how to make some of the location's signature tropical drinks in an interactive setting. And for the Bluey fans out there, keep an eye out for additional Bluey merchandise releases around the resort as Disney continues expanding offerings tied to Bluey's best day ever. And finally, the Disneyland Resort's 70th anniversary finale collection is also beginning to arrive. This collection features new apparel, collectibles, accessories, and anniversary-themed merchandise across the parks. Definitely something you're going to want to keep an eye out for. Now, let's talk about crowds, because June is when summer really begins to ramp up at Disneyland Resort. The first week of June may still offer some lighter crowd levels, although keep an eye on June 2nd through June 4th. These are the cheapest days to visit of the summer, and that can bring unexpected crowds. However, by mid-June, summer crowds will likely become much more noticeable throughout both parks. A few different promotions are contributing to that increase in attendance this year, including the Disneyland Kids Summer Ticket offer, which we'll talk more about coming up later in the video. There's also a newer Magic Key Pass option with summer weekday availability, which could continue bringing more local guests into the parks Sunday through Thursday. Interestingly, Fridays and Saturdays may actually become the better days to visit in June compared to weekdays. And if you're looking for lower crowds at Disneyland Park specifically, June 16th and June 18th could be good options since Disneyland closes early for Pride Night on those evenings. Just keep in mind that Disney California Adventure may still feel busier due to the grad night events happening throughout the month over there. If you want to have a good idea of what crowds will be like during your visit, be sure to check the Undercover Tourist crowd calendar to find the best days to visit and plan your park days strategically. You'll be able to see crowd levels, park hours, special events, weather, and more. Now, speaking of weather, June is actually a really comfortable time to visit Disneyland. But there's one thing you'll definitely want to prepare for: the June gloom. Similar to May gray, mornings can start off cool, cloudy, and even a little foggy before the sun eventually comes out later in the day. Afternoons can still become pretty warm once the clouds clear, so your best bet is to dress in layers that you can easily remove as the temperatures rise. And finally, let's talk about ways to save on your Disneyland vacation this month. The Disneyland Kids Summer Ticket offer that we mentioned earlier is still available for visits through September 7th, 2026, and can be a great option for families planning a summer trip. There are also updated Disneyland Resort hotel offers now available, including savings of up to 30% on select stays, and as always, you can often save even more when purchasing your Disneyland tickets through Undercover Tourist, which is an official authorized Disney ticket seller. We'll leave links to all the latest Disneyland deals, ticket offers, and planning guides down in the description below. And if you're looking to save on your trip at any time throughout the year, be sure to check out our Today's Deals page at UndercoverTourist.com for the latest offers. And there you have it. Are you planning a Disneyland trip in June 2026? Let us know in the comments what you're most excited for this month. Is it Pride Month treats, the new Smugglers Run updates, the 70th anniversary celebration, or maybe those summer nighttime vibes just around the parks? Be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on everything happening at the Disneyland Resort and beyond. And we'll see you in the parks.
Get the exact same theme park tickets for less, no catch, at Undercover Tourist.